Hi guys, my name is Gurkiran Kaur and welcome to Unacademy CAT4MBA Live Daily. Today's session is on the IELTS test section for listening. We'll do the part 1 and part 2 in two different sessions. So we'll start with part 1. So what exactly it is? So we're just going to talk about how the listening section actually happens, and we're going to practice some questions on that. And in the next session, we're practicing some other kind of questions. Yeah. So, um, before that, let me introduce myself. My name is Gurkiran Kaur. I'm a graduate from MICA and I'm passionate about dancing and reading. I completed my postgrad in 2019 and I took my IELTS and CAT in 2016. Well, we're also going to talk about something about Unacademy and its advantages, why you should join Unacademy. Well, Unacademy is a one-stop platform for preparation of your undergrad and postgrad entrance exams uh, for India and abroad. So why you should join an academy? Well, it is definitely on a schedule that works for you. All the courses that happen are happen throughout the day. So in case you want to attend the morning session, you can take the morning session. In case you are comfortable with an evening session, you can take the evening session, late night session you want, whatever session you want, you can definitely take that. Well, there is no language barrier. So in case you're not comfortable in English or Hindi, you can definitely choose your course to be taken in any other Indian language, and you can learn anytime, anywhere. Of course, in case you are all the classes that happen are live, but just in case you're not able to attend those, you can choose to watch the recorded version of the same online or download it offline and watch it at the comfort of any of your device, whether it's a mobile, laptop, PC, desktop, anywhere. You can interact with your educator. Since I said it's a live class, you can interact with them on one, discuss, engage in a topic. You can ask questions all while the class is going on. You can get your doubts cleared also, and they will get answered immediately while the class is going on. You can also answer live polls. You can participate in them and see yourself how well you're doing on the leaderboard. There are live tests and quizzes which happen weekly and monthly, so you can take them. They are all almost curated in line with the exams that are there, so you can know it in real time how do the exams happen and how to solve them. And you can also see your detailed report and analysis post that, uh, to get in-depth insights with topic-wise scores, time spent per question, and competitive stats. Of course, there are a lot of PDFs and learning material as well, which would be shared, and you can get like proper class notes to refer back to in case you have a doubt or you want to discuss some topic. Well, all of this advantages is a part of our Unacademy Plus offering, which is a subscription uh based thing. Also, we have another subscription called the Iconic subscription, which has the benefits of the Plus subscription, and over and above that, you have a personal coach solely dedicated to you to help you and guide you and schedule your classes for your preparation for the exam that you've been targeting. You can also get a proper preparation and batches for other management exams apart from CAT, and get expert guidelines and test analysis of the same. Well, this is the CAT value offering that we have as of now on the Unacademy app. So you can choose to see the kind of benefits that we offer. And when you see the prices for this, you will definitely be, this is something going to be worth it, because the prices are so reasonable in terms of the amount of offerings that we have, in terms of our subscription, in terms of the batches, in terms of test series, practice section, special classes, and of course the educators that are present on our platform are, I am I am alumni and renowned authors, and 100% tilers in cats. You get to get a lot of tips, tricks, strategies, get to attend a lot of seminars, workshops with a lot of industry stalwarts and other people. So yeah, you can definitely take up your prep one level higher with this. What is the cost of this? So for a year, for the plus subscription, it is about 17,500 or 1,400 a month. You can use my code GCALL to get additional 10% discount. But in case you want to take your prep one level higher and I would suggest you should definitely do that. You can take up the iconic subscription, which is for a year, it is for 30,000, and you can use my code GCOD to get additional 10% discount on the same. I'm sure you're not going to regret it, because the kind of dedication these educators show in terms of the preparation level that have, I think it's you know it cannot be matched with anyone with in the edtech platform. So definitely Unacademy is the best in that, and you can clearly see the results by some of these people, have cracked CAT 2020 with like flying colors, and these are all like Unacademy learners only. And you could definitely be one of them if you join Unacademy. Just some of the batches which are happening with one of the best educator with the best educators of our platform on 2020. There's one batch which has already started, the two batches rather, which has already started on 22nd and 25th, which is your late night weekday batch and your exclusive weekday evening batch. It's all for CAT 2021. And we have a batch which is starting today, which is your absolute weekday batch, which is on 28th January. So, which is today. So please, please, please join the Unacademy app and Unacademy Plus subscription. I'm sure you're gonna have, the educators here, they're brilliant in the field, and they will surely guide you to reach the the percentile that you've been aiming for. So do go ahead and join an academy. Well, we also have something called the Unacademy Champions League, which is going to happen on 31st of Jan from 5 to 7. So, and you can get a chance to win prizes worth 50,000. So, and you can use my code DCOR to unlock this Champions League. So go check it out on the app to know more about this. Well, we'll start the listening section. So right now, this is the last section, test section, before we now actually move to practice tests and then mock exams. Uh, we've already done the reading section, which was academic and general train for IELTS. We did the writing section also, the same for academic and general training for IELTS, and we did the speaking section as well, where we sort of listened to some sample speaking audios, where we heard how you need to answer or be while you are have to attempt your speaking section of IELTS. Now we go to the listening section, which is one of the most important. Also, it's a 60-minute paper, plus 60-minute section, plus this is where you're actually tested on how well you can understand English which the other person is speaking. So a tip and trick, like for people who watch English movies, it shouldn't be a problem, because most of the movies, if it's American movies, then it's a different thing. But if you've watched British movies, or if you watch Australian movies, you will understand. So you will get like a passage or a small piece which will be spoken in a different accent. What you just need to do, you just need to fill in. There'll be instructions given to you. You just need to fill them while you are listening to the audio. That's it. That's exactly it. You will get 10 minutes in the fill in your answers. So you can write your answers on the question paper, and then you can transfer them on the answer sheet. So here what happens is, while you're transferring your answers from the question paper to the answer sheet, make sure don't make any spelling mistakes, don't make any grammar mistakes, don't make any punctuation mistakes. See, these three things are very, very important, because you can just easily lose a mark if you do that. Even if your answer is right but your spelling is wrong, you can. So trust me, that happens. And so be very careful of your spellings as well. Listen to the passage very carefully, while so especially when you're listening and you're writing, be very careful. And especially listening, because listening is something you will be given an audio, you need to listen to it to understand it, and you need to fill the answer. Okay, let's start doing these questions. We'll do one some set of 3-4 questions right now, and then we'll do a set of 3-4 questions next session. Let's begin. Well, see, what are they asking? Questions 1 to 8. Complete the form below. there's a form here. Can you see a customer quotation form? Write no more than 3 words and or a number for each. Very careful, guys. Here, very careful, very careful. Here, what they're trying to say, they're saying, uh, write, complete the form. You've seen a form here. What is the name? And you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You need to fill in that, and then we'll tally the answers from there ahead. Yep. Let's listen to it. And also, let's try doing it together, because then it'll be easier and it'll also be faster, and then we can check our answers with, I will show you the solutions and we'll see if it's right or wrong, right?
You will hear a telephone conversation between a customer. You will hear a telephone conversation between a customer and an agent at a company which ships large boxes overseas.
Good morning. Packham's shipping agents. Can I help you?
Oh, yes. I'm ringing to make inquiries about sending a large box, a container, back home to Kenya from the UK.
Yes, of course. Would you like me to try and find some quotations for you?
Yes, that'd be great. Thank you.
Well, first of all, I need a few details from you.
Fine.
Can I take your name?
It's Jacob Mkere.
Can you spell your surname, please?
Yes, it's Mkere.
Is that M for mother?
Yes,
Thank you. And you say that you will be sending the box to Kenya?
that's right.
And where would you like the box picked up from?
From college, if possible.
Yes, of course. I'll take down the address now.
It's Westall College.
Is that Westall?
Yes, college.
Westall College. And where's that?
It's Downlands Road in Bristol.
Oh, yes, I know it. And the postcode?
It's BS8 9PU.
Right. And I need to know the size.
Yes, I've measured it carefully and it's 1.5 meters long,
Right.
0.75 meters wide,
Okay.
and it's 0.5 meters high or deep.
Great. So I'll calculate the volume in a moment and get some quotes for that. But first, can you tell me, very generally, what will be in the box?
Yes, there's mostly clothes
Okay.
and there's some books.
Okay, good. Anything else?
Yes, there's also some toys.
Okay, and what is the total value, do you think, of the contents?
Well, the main costs are the clothes and the books. They'll be about £1,500. But then the toys are about another 200. So I'd put down £1,700.
Okay, guys. So you heard that. So of course this will not be repeated. So you have to be very careful while you're listening to them and answering. Uh, let's see now what the answers are. So actually, so we'll try doing the answers now. Let's see what all he said about being named Jacob. So he said, what is there? So we'll say, what is your answer? MKR. So he said MKR. He spelled it also. So you can write it here, MKERE. Okay, he spelled the answer. He said Westall College, right? Westall. Remember, right? Westall. Is that answer? Yeah, see. What's the postcode? Well, I don't remember that, but started something with B. So yes, BS8, but this was very clear. S899Q, right? That's there. What's the size of container? He said length is 1.5, width is not point something. So not means 0. So 0.75. That's what he said, right? So you can write 0.75. Yeah, that's what he had said. And what did he say about height? He said 0.5 meters. So 0.5 meters, right? What are the contents? He said books and toys. Books, toys, and total estimated cost is 1500 plus 200 is 1700 pounds. Yep. Books and some toys. You can write some books and some toys, or you can just write books and toys. That's also fine. And your answer is 1700. So, guys, how was it? How was this part? I think this was fairly easy. So all you just need to listen very. It'll go in an order, so you will not have an issue while you're doing the question. So all you need to do is, of course, when you're doing a pen and paper, you will have a pencil in your hand and you can just write your answers. And see, he said Jacob M. Carey. He See, if you didn't know the spelling, of course, you are not expected to know the names of the spellings of the names. So she repeated the spelling letter by letter. So you just have to listen to that very carefully and then you just write it down and then your answer will be correct, right? So this is their pack shipping agency. This was one kind of question which was like a form you needed, right? This is one kind of question. Let's do another kind of question. Okay, so now let's listen to another one and then let's see what are they trying to say.
Okay, right. Now, obviously, insurance is an important thing to consider, and our companies are able to offer very good rates in a number of different all inclusive packages.
Sorry, could you explain a bit more?
Yes, sorry. There's really 3 rates according to quality of insurance cover. There's the highest comprehensive cover, which is premium rate. Then there's standard rate, and then there's economy rate. That one will only cover the cost of the contents second hand.
Oh, I've been stung before with economy insurance, so I'll go for the highest.
Mm-hmm. And can I just check, would you want home delivery or to a local depot, or would you want to pick it up at the nearest port?
The port would be fine. I've got transport that end.
Fine. And will you be paying by credit card?
Can I pay by check?
Okay. So, you guys heard this? What did he say? He was talking about which insurance would this guy Jacob would choose. So you can see he chose the highest insurance, right? And so let's see the answer here. Yes, he chose the highest insurance. Customer wants goods delivered to port. He said, I wanted to port because I have transport available. So guys, I think this is fairly easy. This is how these are the kind of questions which are going to come. So I don't think this is going to be an issue, and I'm sure. So the English was very clear. See, it will be in an accent. Of course, it'll be in an accent, but they're not going to. The words are not going to be running. They're not going to speak very fast. They're not going to speak very slow. You're going to speak in a normal voice and normal tone. Just just listen to it carefully and then you're sorted. Once you listen to it carefully, your answers would be definitely correct. And listening is a very, very scoring section. Listening and reading both. I told you, both the sections are very similar. Reading is while you read the question, you have to solve the questions. It is listening, you have to listen to this and solve it. Right? Listening and reading, one of the most scoring sections. So guys, choose to score your maximum band score here. Try to get an 8.5 here at least, because if you get 8.5, that is at least above 35 marks out of 40. You get that, I'm sure. So even if you get a little lesser in your other two, sections, your overall score will come out to be 8 and 8.5, which is like a great score. Let's move to the next question. Let's listen to this.
You will hear an extract from a talk given to a group who are going to stay in the UK.
Good evening and welcome to the British Council. My name is John Parker and I've been asked to talk to you briefly about certain aspects of life in the UK before you actually go there. So I'm going to talk first about the best ways of making social contacts there. Now, you might be wondering why it should be necessary. After all, we meet people all the time. But when you're living in a foreign country, it can be more difficult, not just because of the language, but because customs may be different. If you're going to work in the UK, you will probably be living in private accommodation, so it won't be quite so easy to meet people. But there are still things that you can do to help yourself. First of all, you can get involved in activities in your local community. Join a group of some kind. For example, you'll probably find that there are theatre groups who might be looking for actors, set designers, and so on. Or if you play an instrument, you could join music groups in your area. Or if you like the idea of finding out about local history, there'll be a group for that too. These are just examples. And the best place to get information about things like this are either the town hall or the public library. Libraries in the UK perform quite a broad range of functions nowadays. They're not just confined to lending books, although that's their main role, of course.
Okay. Now let's see, guys, how to do this. Yeah. Which two factors can make social contact in a foreign country difficult? Language and customs. See, that was written there. He was talking that you might have a problem if you don't understand the language or if you don't understand the custom. Yeah. Sorry, I just changed them. Yeah. Which types of community groups does the music speaker give example? He said theater, he said music, he said local history groups. Yeah. He also talked about two places, which was your town hall. Talked about library. Let's see the answer now. Music group, local history groups, right? See, we read that. Where he said either public libraries and town hall, right? So, I think this was also fairly easy. So the moment you heard them, just hear very carefully and just write your answers while you're listening to it. See, because in the end, you will just get time to transfer your answers from the question paper. So I suggest keep listening and writing the answers as and when they're talking so that it's faster and it's easy. Yeah. Uh, let's move to the next kind of question. Yeah.
The other thing I wanted to ask you was, did you find it hard studying with the Open University?
You mean because you're studying on your own most of the time?
Hmm.
Well, it took me a while to get used to it. I found I needed to maintain a high level of motivation because it's so different from school. There's no one saying, "Why haven't you written your assignment yet?" and that sort of thing.
Oh, dear.
You'll learn it, Paul. Another thing was that I got very good at time management because I had to fit time for studying round a full-time job.
Well, I'm hoping to change to working part-time, so that'll help.
What makes it easier is that the degree is made up of modules, so you can take time off between them if you need to. It isn't like a traditional 3 or 4 year course where you've got to do the whole thing of it in one go.
Oh, that's good, because I'd like to spend 6 months traveling next year.
Huh, it's all right for some. Then, even though you're mostly studying at home, remember you've got tutors to help you. And from time to time, there are summer schools. They usually last a week. They're great because you meet all the other people struggling with the same things as you.
Oh,
I've made some really good friends that way.
sounds good. So how do I apply?
Okay. So guys, this was a conversation between two people about Open University. So let's see now what she said. Starting with the Open University demanded a great deal of motivation, right? Is that right? Because she said that there is no one to tell, that keep studying or do that. And studying and working at the same time improved Rachel's time management skills. She said, I to time manage my time well. So time management is what she mentioned. She also mentioned that it was helpful that the course was structured in modules. She said they were in modules and not like a proper this thing, a 3 or 4 year thing where you have to complete it. And you could take modules whenever you want. If you want to take a break, you can take a break or something like that. And she also enjoyed summer schools because she gets a chance to meet a lot of people. Right? Let's see the answer. Motivation, time management, yep. Modules, summer school. Awesome, guys. So what she just said, and I just wrote down the answer. You write it immediately, that'll be great. You can write it together, okay? I'm not able to write it for some reason, but you can definitely write it while the exam is going on, so that of course you can solve it. Let's do the last part. Well, we finished with one part of the listening section. Let's do the other type of some more type of questions before we shut the entire test section practice for IELTS, and then we will have like a full length marathon where we will do like practice mock questions of real life exams with real timings. I will do a timing, and then in the end we will solve the question. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Unacademy CAT4MBA. We're live daily. You can attend other classes as well. Don't forget to use my code GCOR in case you're planning to join the Unacademy